I know you hear I say I don't want any wahala. No. Wahala. I have 4 baby. I have 4 kids. I have 5 kids.
Yeah.
And 4 women with 4 women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you already know.
Hi guys, welcome back to Mama SOJ vlog. How are you guys doing? If you are new here, you are welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, God bless you. As you always come back to watch my video, my people know be smart, you know, and I know saying I different is nine they land from my table, and as the news they land from my table, that's why they carry and call you to come share and with honor. My people, for today's video, I go to watch and together with honor. All right, my people, Moko go watch the video to see what really they happen for inside the video. My people.
Everybody is just trying to get Davido's attention. You understand? But in this case, I didn't think I should ignore because a little girl is involved. Are you getting me? So I shared it on my platform. At this moment, Davido was yet to respond. Do you understand? I think based on how people before within 30 minutes or 1 hour, we saw Davido responded. So Davido responded, but Davido did not just respond simply. He responded with a lot of anger. He was mad. He was infuriated. He was, and he gave us an update stating that he's done this DNA 5 good times. He claims they've done the DNA 5 good times. To those of you that have followed the story from Kemi's page years or back, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go Kemi's route. I have my reasons, because if it's coming from Kemi talk, I wouldn't want to, maybe I should use the word, I wouldn't want to believe many things, because the day Kemi had said Davido's late Ife child was a girl, but because they were desperate to make people believe the girl is a boy, that was when I closed the chapter of, believing many things that comes from the platform of Kemi Talks, because I know that if he was not a girl, if he was a boy, and everything I have seen, there are some people, when they talk about some particular celebrity, do you understand? There are some people, if they talk about a particular celebrity, I will not take it on board, because I see that most of their life, they are always coming from that particular celebrity. If you make sense from what I'm saying. So if Kemi is talking about Davido, Yabo, I won't take it. If someone else talks about it, I may look into it and say, okay, let's hear what you have to say. If you understand what I mean. Because if you are fixated on a particular celebrity, it will not cut across to me that you have personal vendetta or scores to settle with these people. Hence, you just would bring anything. So I do not, if you want me to start from that side, no, because most of those things, then I don't listen to it. I don't believe it. I don't want to hear it. Do you understand? So I would only fixate and let's keep to what this girl has brought on board for us, because coming to the public means she's talking to all of us. And as mothers, what do we think? Now, personally, when I saw Davido respond, I read it, I shared it, I said, 5 times, done DNA. I wasn't aware of that. I don't know if others were aware of it, but for me, I wasn't aware of 5 times. I only heard DNA was done and it came out negative. So later on again, I saw that the mother now used her daughter's platform to respond and to also talk back. Then there were some communication back and forth. apparently the girl had communicated with the father, alleged father, sorry. The Anu had, which you can tell is the mother that is doing the communication. I will read it and I'll tell you people how and what I feel about this whole matter. Sorry, let me bring this here and get this here. Sorry, one moment. Somebody saying good evening, Yeye. Let me see who that person is. Oh, my co-counsel. Good evening, my darling sis. Shelly, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. And you know, tomorrow is my husband's birthday. Though he's not around, he has traveled. Tomorrow is my husband's birthday. I just thought of it now. My husband is aging gracefully. To God be the glory. Thank you, Shirley. How are you? How is the family? Happy New Year. We've seen, have we, I don't know, I think this year you've been on board this year. You are very welcome, my sweetheart. How is everything? How is that area now? My co-counsel, the law. You're welcome, darling sister. So now let me go to some of the things. Okay. See. That's the girl here. No, I think she's a minor. Let's not show her face. It's on the page, on different pages. Yeah, she's a minor. Let's not show her face. Now, I will show you on January 1st, this girl communicated with Davido. And it is here. I'm going to read it. And she expressed some things with Davido. And I'll read it. Please, sir. She said, this was on the 1st of January, 2026. Please, sir, consider a DNA with me. God bless. Anu. That was what she sent. And then Davido responded, stop this nonsense. Keep playing. I will arrest your mother. Try this nonsense again. I am not your father. Are you... It's a message between them. It's not public on the 1st of January 2026. Then the girl went ahead and said, then I'm not your father. Then there's a part that she used something to cover, like you can see that something fucking insane, like F insane, the Davido wrote that to her, that maybe like you are insane. They covered it. Then she didn't stop at that. She went back again and said, good evening, sir. This is Anu. So he continued. Davido said, you will see fire, you will see fire, you, and that's your stupid. You will see fire, you, Abi. Anyway, maybe he was too angry and he was just writing grammatical error, It was just, you keep playing around. Okay. So she said, my mom has nothing to do with my appeal to you. It is my only wish to establish my identity. Then Davido went ahead to say, I am not your father. Are you guys fucking insane? I am not your father. Go and find your father. This is the last time. I'm warning. I have done 5 DNA. He wrote it inbox with her. Inbox with her. I have done 5 DNA. You're not mine. Please stop this nonsense before it gets messy. Last warning. Amazingly, he didn't block her. Do you understand? But let me continue. So the girl said, you said you had 5 DNA tests with me. Can you show me, sir? Please don't be upset. There is no need to threaten my mom with arrest. I know it's the mother writing it, but this is the girl. Thank you. Happy birthday in advance to your husband, ma. Thank you so much. Unique Abe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Do you understand? So he said, yes, I will show you 5. He wrote it. Then he said, can you send it here to me? She said so. Can you send it here to me? Then he said, you guys have been, there's a part that's covered up, so I can't, for years, and it has to stop. It's not fair on my actual kids. Please stop it. Don't worry. I will publish them in the newspaper. Since January, no one leave me alone. Are you getting me? Okay. So she said, can you publish all 5, sir? So and you can tell that is the mother. A young girl or child would not have the sense to be calm like this. They just wanted to go and ask, if that Davido's mind had calmed down for another test. So, can you publish all 5, sir? Then he said, yes, I will. Okay, then the girl said, will you, thank you, sir. Would you like to speak to my mom about the 5 tests? Then Davido said, nope, I will publish online in newspaper. Then I will take your mom to court. Somebody said, no, I'm not streaming on TikTok. I'm on YouTube, Olubukola and Richard. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook, no TikTok. And he said, nope, I will publish online and in newspapers. Then I will take your mom to court. Then he said, I am not your father. You understand? I am not your father. Yes, I will. You understand? So I said, okay, thank you, sir. Would you like to speak to my mom? She asked again. Nope. He was angry. Okay, then he said, your mother, they covered that place about game. It's a game. Something. They covered it. She will go to jail. Then she said, she told me only 1 test was done. Then he said, 4 tests. Davido already said 4 tests. Then he said, but you said 5. Then he said, then 1 test, 10 years. That is 5. So 1 test was done 10 years ago. Then I don't know when the 4 tests were done. So he said that is 5. So then he said, you are not an Adeleke. I'm sorry. Okay, then she said, but I only met you in 2014. Because he said 10 years ago, he did 1. And which was the only time I think she did the test. You understand? 10 years ago. So he said, but the girl said, but I only met you in 2014. Then Davido said, are you mad, this girl? I said, I'm not your dad. Stop this shit. I will publish in news, in Kinikon, Isha Roti, Isha Binu. Go to hospitals yourself. The girl still said, please, can you list the hospitals, sir? Please. She still asked the question, please, can you list the hospitals, sir? Then he said, it will show in the test, you don't worry. I'm not your dad, sorry. Then she said, please, sir, 1 more test just for me. Thank you, sir. My mom said 1 test was done. Your lawyer said 2, and now you said 5. Even 1 at 10 years ago. But my mom said there was only 1 test done when I was 1 year old. The place is not showing well. It might be no. Okay, one part isn't showing well. This part, I can't. I will be 13 screenshots. So I didn't share it online because I don't think I can put that online. It comes it's so hard, so harsh. So, but the girl shared it. I think she put it on her page or wherever, you know. So I was able to get it too. And so I looked at it and it's sad. It is very pathetic. It is so sad. Can I remind you all that Davido is in his 30s. He's already an adult. Otidagba. This situation was addressed in 2014 by him, as you rightly read now, when the girl was 1 year old. Definitely Davido had a one-night stand with the mother of this girl. My hair is so beautiful. Thank you. I bought it from Yeti Wig. Definitely, he had a one-night stand with the mother of this girl. So all those ones that Davido is writing, which I can share with you people. Let me just, before I go to that, let's see what the mother, when all this came out and he now maybe he then blocked her, because there's a way it looks like she was then blocked. That was what prompted publishing, coming out on air, which maybe they got their advice from Kemi, their solicitor. Maybe, I'm just guessing, you know. So I would read what the mother said. I will read it. Do these things that... Oh, please. What is this? Okay. Okay, so we'll take it one. Let me just show you people. So the girl came up on, you know, she said, this was the first one that came out that I saw. I'm a bit late into the 15th day of the month, but I have been busy getting back to school. You can tell that it is not her that wrote this, it's the mother. After the holidays with family and friends, this year I become a teenager. My mom and grandma has always educated me on being a responsible teen. No drugs, alcohol, bad company, and bad behavior. Today I drafted a letter I wrote from the depth of my heart, not with help from my relatives. You can tell that, you know, she is the mother that wrote it. As I grow older, I want to establish my identity. The network is bad. As I grow older, I want to establish my identity. I was bullied in school since I was 6 years old and cried home daily. Other students laughed at me when I told them my father was Mr. David Adeleke. I went through a lot of mental anguish and visited a medical professional to protect my mental health. It was a sad, challenging time in my life. This page was not online for 5 years as my mom never updated this account since it was handed over to us. We went through a lot. Despite the challenges, I still excelled to the top of the class and became the class prefect. We posted some of my report cards on this page. Now that I'm in secondary school and still excelling in my studies, I don't talk about my family history anymore. However, on the note as I transition into a young woman, I am respectfully asking Mr. David Adeleke Davido. She tagged Davido on this chat. I'm respectfully asking Mr. David Singer Davido for a DNA test to establish my identity. This test is between my dad and I. It is something I want. It is something that is the right thing to do. Please, sir, consider my request. Once you read this post, I also sent it to your DM. Thank you to all Nigerians who have given me emotional support for the last 7 years. This DNA test is the right thing to do for me. God bless Mr. Adeleke, Anu Adeleke. Upon reading this thing, I felt emotionally drained and I felt really touched. It is sad that the mother of this girl has to go through this. I don't know if the mother of this girl is cleared of anything mental instability. If she's cleared of it, I don't know. And she's so sure that it's Davido that has this child. If you ask me, you know, people can resemble. I won't lie to you people. If this girl was dark skin, because the mother is fair skin, to me, she has features of the Adeleke, if you ask me. But that is not a clarity, because I have seen cases where people will look like people and they will still not be the father or the father of that child. So it has nothing to do with DNA. DNA is the only means or the only way for a true identity, as in it's the only thing that can prove, yes, you are the son of the soil. You understand? So I can only look, if I look at her, she looks like Adeleke, especially the dancing senator's children. I see the face, and I see this part of her mouth looks like Imade. But that is, looking at her complexion, everything, she looks like the mother too. So we never know. In fact, there was some nonsense typing that someone typed on my page. How far this is true, I don't know. In fact, they claim that where this girl was that day, Davido had knowledge of her, and Davido's cousin, who is Senator Adeleke's son too, had knowledge of her on that particular day. How far this is true, only God can judge this matter. Because if you calculate Davido's age at that moment, at that time, he was obviously enjoying the prime of his life, where he was still into all these shenanigans of sleeping around everybody, just sleeping with everybody. You understand? He's had his own bad lifestyle as well. So, so if it is true that from the same Adeleke, two people had knowledge of the mother, who was a waitress in the restaurant where Davido was in Ibadan, then there's every possibility that it is the other one that has the child. Maybe she thought Davido was one day, and we don't even know if she was drunk on that day, that she did not realize that the two of them had knowledge of her. But why and where did that story come from? Where did that story come from? I saw them, they came to type it on the platform. Why did they say that? There must be something that we do not know that is happening. And why she chose Davido as the father of the child, I'm still thinking. Because there's every possibility, if it is the two Adelekes, that of course it must be one of them that has the child. Now, I will read more. Of course, she can't have sex with 3 people on that day. It must be one of them that has the child. It must be. So the girl continued, but through the mother on her page now. I appreciate all the love for my daughter, but please refrain from saying Davido should adopt her. I know he's not an orphan or looking for charity. We get a lot of DMs and read them all, but we don't reply anyone. If you are an adult male, I ask you to refrain from messaging or chatting that page where I know is that she's using on Instagram to. So the mother is saying that they read all messages. They should stop message. People should stop messaging her daughter and everything, because Kemi has told them if they want to do anything, it's Kemi. Kemi must have told them, you have to go through me. They have to say, okay. But we don't reply anyone. If you are an adult male, I ask you to refrain from messaging or chatting my daughter.
My people, now the video now on a new watch finish, so on a see wetin happen for inside the video. Alright, my people, I would like to end the video for you. Make una let me know wetin una think for the comment section. And if una never subscribe, make una subscribe so that una no go miss any little gist way I dey upload. Una bye bye till I come on our way next time. Bye guys, see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.